Willis. More trouble down the road. Apparently, the Department of Justice has discovered inconsistencies in the use of federal grant money by her office. At this point, they should just say it. They believe it. She's corrupt. I'm not saying she is, but they believes it. Allegedly. Allegedly.
You understand what the fuck I'm saying?
Big money in this bitch, multiplier. Eater Reeves in a limo, Uber driver. Record a life like a demo. I know they watching. In the air, I'm a lifter. Suicidal.
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, the Justice Department has confirmed in a statement that it first was reported by a publication, the Washington Free Beacon, that some inconsistencies have been found in Fani Willis's office's use of federal grant money. Okay. Now, I just want to say something to be clear. If this is true, we can be looking for her office to be dissolved before this Trump matter comes to you could be looking for it to happen. And what I mean by this isn't the only issue that her office is currently fighting through. Besides this use of federal grant money that they're saying is been used inappropriately, there's another issue that's also on the horizon for Fani Willis, and that is she's going to be accused of racism very soon. So basically, there is a attorney, Harrison Ford. He basically leads, I believe he's attorney. Shoot, I think he is at this point. But he basically leads Black voices for Trump. He was leading that in 2020. He is saying that Fani Willis is going after Trump specifically because Trump is a white man. And not just that, but also going after him because he is a black man that does not denounce Trump. So basically, I just want to say this. I think that we have a right to be able to say that we favor this individual or favor that individual without it being about we're favoring them due to race. I think that that's like I think that's part of freedom of speech, just so we can be clear. So when Harrison Ford is saying that he is, he believes in Trump or whatever the case might be, even if you don't agree with him, to say that he is, part of white supremacy, that he is an advocate for white supremacists because he believes in Trump, I think that there might be a basis here for her to be getting in trouble for the racism angle. Now, I'm not going to go into that. We're going to have a whole different video for that. I'm still doing a little bit of research on it. I want to make sure it's accurate as possible. But her office, and she specifically is being accused of racism because of the way that she's going after the people who support Trump. And some of them are black people. And she's basically calling them a traitor to the black culture. And I think that's going to get her in trouble, that type of language. Anyway, so basically, a Department of Justice spokesperson has said that during their review of the award to respond, because they had to basically, when you get this federal grant money, you have to let them know how you're spending it. So what they're saying is that there was inconsistencies in what they were saying they were spending the money for and where they believed the money was actually going. The numbers just didn't align. That's basically what a Department of Justice spokesperson said. And also, just so we can be clear, there are specific inconsistencies, details, of the inconsistencies were found, and for specific grants and what the funds were used for remains unconfirmed. So when they get this grant money, they're supposed to basically have a an item sheet where they explain what the money is being used for. You don't always have to give this back to the government, but it has to be available if they ask for it. So they give you the money. They might ask for the itemized sheet of what the money was spent for, or they might not. I'm guessing in most cases they don't, because who the hell is doing that all day? But if and when they do, you're supposed to be able to hand this information over, which will allow for them to know exactly what's going on. In any regard, in February, Jim Jordan of the House Judiciary Committee subpoenaed documents from Fani Willis's office, basically the receipts and uses of the federal funds. So basically, they have up until March 28th to supply them with the information saying this is what we use the funds for. And if they don't, they're going to be held in contempt of Congress. And at that point, they're going to have to go in front of Congress and give some you got some splaining to do, Lucy. So that's basically what's going to happen. Fani Willis sent a letter out to them basically saying, I provided you all of the information you needed. And also saying that what Jim Jordan's request for the extensive documents and demands was unreasonable and uncustomary. I think that's the word we need to pay attention to. They didn't expect to get audited, basically, because that's basically what this is. They didn't expect to get audited. That would lead me to believe that previously in other situations, what they did do, they got away with. Now do you understand why them going after Trump didn't make any sense for them? It made sense, all of the sense in the world for Biden and other individuals that might not want Trump to get reelected. But it didn't make any sense for them because their bathtub water was still deadest. Something that I do find interesting is after they said that it was unreasonable and uncustomary, they said that it would require that this government office to divert resources from our primary purpose of prosecuting crime. And then tried to say that basically by them asking for them to show how they spent the money, that it's going to make them harder to be able to convict Trump. So this is insane to me that this was said. I don't know how true this is, but basically it's saying that you did not use the money, and it could be argued at least that you're saying that you did not use the monies for the things that you said that you would use the monies for. And in order for you to be able to align that to the purposes of what you were supposed to use the money for, now you have to take money from other places because the money that you were supposed to use for those things have been used in other places. This is what it sounds like she's saying. Now, I've been telling y'all about this for quite some time now. If she knew her office was dirty, the last thing she should have did was take on such a high profile case as she's just taken on. Not just for her own self, but protect the people who work under her. Because if she goes down, they're gonna go down. That's just the way that it is. Now, with that being said, they've been finding corruption all throughout Fani Willis's the office, all throughout her office. You got people trying to either sleep with witnesses or pretend they're gonna sleep with the witness so they can try to get the witness to testify. I'm not sure which way this is going, but basically there are a ton of improprieties. They're all over the place, and obviously at this point Fani Willis needs to not just be removed in her office, not just be removed from Trump, but I think that all cases that they're involved in need to be ceased like immediately and handed over to other departments as they decide how corrupt this particular office is. Like, comment, subscribes, join the notification gang. #BroSbombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.